the digital clock, the analog clock. You'll need to know how to read both of them. I'll bet you've seen a lot of this digital clock. The digital clock has numbers and then 2 dots, that's called a colon, and then some more numbers. The numbers that are on this side of the colon tell you how many hours. The numbers that are on the other side of the colon tell you how many minutes. With the analog clock, the small hand, the shorthand, tells you the hours. The longer or the big hand tells you the minutes. Digital, analog. It'll probably be a good idea if you had both of these types of clocks in your house. So you would be able to read the digital clock and the analog clock. The digital clock is fairly easy to read. You're going to say the hours first. So this is 3 hours and 50 minutes. This one says 5 hours and 20 minutes. 8 hours and 5 minutes. We usually don't say the hours and the minutes, we just say 10:35 or 10:15. And most people understand that the first number that you say are the hours. 7:15. 2:15. That's how you read a digital clock. Now the analog clock, you just have to get used to how to do this, but it's pretty easy too. We've got 12 hours in the day and 12 hours in the night. The 2 hands of the analog clock go around and round and round in the circle several times in the day, lots of times. In fact, the big hand, which is the minute hand, has to go all the way around the clock one whole time before the small hand gets to move over 1. Then the big hand has to go all the way around again before the small hand can move over to the 2. The minute hand has to go all the way around the clock again before the smaller hand can move over to the next number. So this shorthand moves very slowly, but the larger hand tells you the minutes. There are 60 minutes in the whole hour. Every single one of these little lines is a minute, and there are 60 of them on the whole clock. Between the numbers, those mark areas of 5. So if we were to count by 5s, we would be able to count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. There's our 60 whole minutes in 1 hour. So this hand travels around 60 minutes before this one can move to the next number.